So now we're going to move on with our study of polygons, and we're going to talk about finding the area and perimeter of polygons. So somehow this got a little messed up at the top there, but it's page 120. And this is a table. You don't have to write anything on here that shows you all the different polygons that we are going to study and what the formula is for their area and their perimeter. We're going to practice a lot with these, but probably the new one is the trapezoid. And what you may have done in 6th grade is found the area of a triangle here, the area of a triangle here, and then the area of a rectangle. But now in 7th grade, we want you to use this formula. Base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2 times the height. So base 1 and base 2 are the two sides of the trapezoid that are parallel. And it doesn't matter if you make this one base 2, this one base 1. It doesn't matter which order you put those in because you're just adding them together. So it doesn't, if this is 3 and this is 5, it doesn't matter if you say 3 plus 5 or 5 plus 3. As long as you recognize which two sides are parallel, parallel means they never meet. It's like a railroad track. So these two sides are parallel, therefore they are the bases. The height is right here, and it goes from one base to another base. Okay, so if you look at this page 121, you can use this reference sheet here, or in Google Classroom, you have the MCAS reference sheet, which you can use anytime you want. So I want you to use your reference sheet, turn me off, and try to find the correct formula that you would use for each one of these areas. Now, you might want to look at it first and say, okay, what shape is it? And then figure that out. So turn me off and then turn me back on. Okay, so the first one is a parallelogram. And the parallelogram is just base times height. The square, and we know it's a square because all 4 angles are equal, and that would mean that all 4 sides are equal. So you just do base times height. When you're multiplying, it doesn't matter what order you do it in. So you could do, well, this one's easy, 1 times 1, but if you go back to this one, it doesn't matter if you do 7.7 times 2 or 2 times 7.7. Let's talk a little bit about height. Not so much in the square, but over here. The height always has to be perpendicular. That means it needs to reach at a right angle, to reach the base at a right angle. So you could do it here, or in this case, it was given here, and here's the right angle, and here's the base. It's the same height. It's just that that's the one you were given. Okay, the next one again is base times height, and that's a rectangle, which means that this is equal to this, and this is equal to this. So did you notice that I put 2 ticks here and 2 ticks there because they're equal? 1 tick, 1 tick. So again, we have another rectangle. 1 tick, 1 tick, 2 ticks, 2 ticks, and it's base times height. Okay, another parallelogram, and here again is the height. Let's see if I can trace over that right here, 1.5, because it's meeting the base at a right angle, so it's just base times height. Okay, this is a trapezoid. So the base here, and there's a base here. So it would be base times height. Oops, I take that back. It would be base 1 plus base 2 times the height divided by 2. Now, it doesn't matter, like I said, if you did 30 plus 56 or 56 plus 30. Triangle, is base times height divided by 2. Again, the height always has to touch the base at a right angle. The height is never going to be slanted. You wouldn't want to go to the doctor and have them measure how tall you are and have you measured this way. You'd want to be measured straight up and down. And the last one is a trapezoid as well. So it's base 1 plus base 2 times the height divided by 2. Okay, so that is your kind of your lesson on area, and you're going to be practicing this a lot more. Thanks for listening.